You're not going to believe what just happened backstage at WWE. Moments after the cameras stopped rolling, chaos erupted when Bron Breakker, one of WWE's most explosive young superstars, reportedly attacked none other than Paul Heyman, the legendary, wise man, himself. Yes, you heard that right. The same Paul Heyman who has managed some of the biggest names in wrestling history, from Brock Lesnar to Roman Reigns to, more recently, Seth Rollins, was assaulted in a shocking backstage confrontation that's left the entire WWE universe stunned. This wasn't a storyline segment, this wasn't scripted TV, this was real backstage mayhem. Eyewitnesses say Bron Breakker completely lost control, snapping in a moment of pure rage and confronting Heyman like a man possessed. What led to this explosive outburst? Why would Bron, one of WWE's fastest rising stars, risk his entire career by attacking the man many call the most powerful advocate in the business? Let's dive deep into this shocking confrontation, and trust me, once you hear what sparked this, you'll understand why this might be the most dangerous turning point in Bron Breakker's entire WWE career. It all started earlier in the night on Monday Night Raw, when tension backstage between Seth Rollins' new alliance, led by Paul Heyman, and several rising stars reached a breaking point. Bron Breakker had been vocal for weeks about being overlooked, claiming that Heyman was using his influence to hold him back, favoring Rollins and his inner circle instead. Bron believed that despite his dominance, his incredible athleticism, and his clear connection with fans, management wasn't giving him the spotlight he deserved. Every time a title opportunity slipped away, every time he was left out of a main event picture, Bron's frustration grew. And then, tonight, it boiled over. Backstage sources confirmed that Paul Heyman had been seen talking to WWE officials earlier in the day, allegedly discussing talent that needs to be reined in. Those exact words were reportedly overheard by a few crew members, and they were immediately connected to Bron Breakker, who has been labeled as volatile and unpredictable by management in recent weeks. So when Bron heard that Heyman might be behind the whispers, that he might be the one trying to bury his career, he went looking for answers. But instead of a conversation, it turned into chaos. According to multiple eyewitnesses, Bron Breakker stormed through the backstage corridors, his expression cold, his jaw locked, muttering to himself in fury. Production assistants scattered as he pushed through, demanding to know where Paul Heyman was. One staffer tried to calm him down, but Bron's temper was on another level, the kind of fury you only see when a man feels betrayed. He eventually found Heyman near the locker room area, surrounded by security and talking quietly with a producer. Heyman, as always, was calm, composed, and almost smug, completely unaware that the next few seconds would erupt into total mayhem. Bron charged toward him. Eyewitnesses say the sound of Bron's voice echoed through the hallway. "You think you can play games with my career, Paul?" Heyman turned, trying to speak, but before he could get a single word out, Bron shoved one of the security guards aside and grabbed Heyman by the collar of his suit. People nearby froze. The production team screamed for help. Cameras weren't rolling, but several phones immediately came out, and word spread across the arena like wildfire. Bron Breakker was assaulting Paul Heyman backstage. Heyman, panicked but still trying to stay composed, reportedly said, "Bron, you're making a mistake." But that only made things worse. Bron slammed him against a storage case,